Welcome to my channel. My name is Edith from Africa, Botswana. Currently staying in the UK. I'm still encouraging people in the diaspora to go back to Africa. We are in UK and other Western countries working, but now the problem is we are working and especially in the UK here, the tax is taking all the money that we are working for, because we came here thinking we are going to make more money than what we are making back home, like for example in Botswana where I come from. But I have realized that here the tax is very, very high and the rent is high, and in Botswana at least the tax is not very high, and the rent, we stay in our houses or the houses that we own, so we don't have to pay for rent, and some of us don't even have to pay for utilities like electricity and gas, because we stay in the farm where we are living almost off grid, where we have solar power, and we have firewood to make a fire to cook or to warm our houses. But in this country, you have to pay a lot of money to keep yourself warm, because the gas is very, very expensive, so is the electricity. So for you to be warm, you have to pay a lot of money, because the country is very, 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 very cold in winter. You can't stay without switching on the radiators to keep the house warm. Whereas in Africa, you can either use firewood to keep yourself warm in winter. That's if it's very cold. Otherwise, the place is warm. You don't need that. You can even stay most of the time outside where the sun is up and it is warm or even hot in summer. So really the reason for coming here, which was supposed to be to make more money, it doesn't work. So let's go home, guys, and help develop the country. We should stop now blaming the leaders in the Africa and say that they are corrupt, they don't govern well, because they need us. We are the people who are supposed to be the leaders of Africa or advising the leaders, but most of all those intelligent people are out in diaspora. They're out developing Western countries or helping to develop Western countries, or just they're making money for themselves and just keeping on blaming the leaders. Of course, there's that. I don't dispute the fact that some leaders are really corrupt, but they need us. They need us to say something. They need us to be there. The country needs us to be there and help the government to develop and help those poor people who are there create jobs. We can go home and start businesses and create jobs for the people who are unemployed, instead of doing it here, where the countries in the Western places are already developed and people have got jobs. Like I said, here you work and people don't really appreciate what you are doing. So let's think of going back home, guys, to develop Africa. I know last time I said I will be giving you some of the tips of what me and my husband are trying to do back in Botswana. It is a project which is going on. We haven't finished it, but it's going on. We are doing something because we want to go back to Africa, and we don't want to stay in the city. We have stayed in the cities. I think it's enough. We have seen it all. So we want to go back to the farm, where we are going to plant our own food where possible. The the vegetables and other stuff which are easy to grow. Like now, Botswana is no longer like a long time ago where they used to only depend on the rain to get some crops. Today we are having our own boreholes. We have drilled the boreholes to get water, and we are using the solar power, which solar power you buy the panels once. From there you don't have to pay every month like when you are paying for electricity. And the boreholes, you don't have bills for water because you are using your own water. And on top of that, you are living relaxed in a green place where you have fruits which you can even make something else out of it. For example, if you have peaches or mulberries, you can make jam and start exporting to other countries like they are exporting to our country. We are importing almost everything in Africa, yet we have a fertile land in Africa. Most of the countries in Africa, the land is very, very fertile. We can produce anything as long as you have your hands dirty and go to the field and plow, have crops and sell out. We can export it to those countries and make money, make living, and employ the people who are unemployed. People have already started. I've seen in some of the videos in Ghana, Gambia, and Kenya, people have started now having their own farms and producing foods. They are producing a lot of food and exporting it. So now out in the south, why can't we do it? Why can't we do the same? Why can't we produce our own food and even feed other people outside our country who are not able to produce what we are producing? Let's do it, guys. Let's do it. So again, I would like to thank those people who have subscribed to my channel and those who have shared, those who have commented. I like your comments. Thank you very much. Keep on visiting my channel and comment. So I will now show you the virgin land that I have where I started. It is only 2.5 hectares that I have at the moment where I am building a house where I'm going to stay. I'm going to move from the town where I used to stay, and I'm going to now stay in the farm. So